Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the Bradwater stream. But first, it's time for What's in the Lunchbox?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Here now at the earlier time. You want to know why? Because I thought it was 2 p.m. I genuinely thought it was 2 p.m. because me and Liam just got back from a walk and I was like, fuck, I'm late. I like ran around, turned the computer on, set the stream up, and was like, oh, I'm late to start the stream. Started the stream. What's in the lunchbox? The new game that we play. We can just chat shit for an hour. You know what? We'll just play without. If you show up on time is when I start. What's in the Paw Patrol lunchbox? What do you think that is, guys? New year, same game. Completely different game. Not that one. This one. There we go. Haven't streamed for a few days. What do you think's in there? A watch. Candy. It's so vague. Cat food. Lego. Salmon. M&M's. See, that's better. Turkish delight. See, specificism. Condoms, 17 condoms. Some stones and dirt from your walk. Can't believe I had another hour. I ran in here, ran around, getting myself ready. Had all the time in the world. Fuck. Happy New Year, everyone. You think it's some sticks and stones. From the walk that I just took with Liam. Actual lunch was the answer. A legitimate lunch. God. It fits perfectly. That's what she said. Alright, we're back. Oh my god, I can't believe it's an hour earlier. I'm gonna text Liam. Ran up here, turned everything on. Late to stream. We went 1 hour earlier. It's 1 hour earlier. Because me and Liam went for a walk early because the weather report said it was gonna like torrentially rain. It's crazy because it snowed last night. When I went to bed, it was snowing. There was snow everywhere. It was great. It looked cool as shit. And then I woke up this morning and it was raining. And we looked at when it was raining and it said it was going to stop raining between 12 and 1. So me and Liam were like, normally we go for a walk between like 1 and 2. So normally when I start a stream, me and Liam will do like a 45-minute walk. And then I get in here, turn the computer on, start the stream up, and I'm like, hey, I just got back from a walk. But today, because we were talking about something interesting, I didn't even get back until 1 o'clock. So I looked at the time and it said 1, right? And I still didn't clock that isn't 2. Because I'm just so like ingrained in the routine. So I just came in, ran in, turned everything on, because I was like, fuck, I'm late. Started the stream up. I hate starting the stream late. And by the way, it wasn't even until someone said it in the chat room. Whoever was the first person to be like 1 hour early, like Sarab or someone, Kumagi. I was like, oh my fucking God. I had an hour. I could have done anything that hour. Do you want to know what I did this morning? Do you want to hear the story? Who wants the story? 1 extra hour of playtime? Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe we'll just chat some shit for a little bit. I don't know. I guess who cares? Who cares, dude? This is what it is. Saw your please hold message. Yeah. I was like, fuck, I'm late. I'm like trying to turn everything on and like change the stream title and everything. I've done this before. This is the second time I've done this. Yeah, it's super annoying. I started watching Demon Slayer season 3 yesterday, last night. Last night? Night before? Night before. No, last night. When did I start watching it? I know no one cares, but I need this for my brain because I lose time and I need to know that I'm not losing time. I think I might have started it yesterday. I burned through it. Either way. I got up this morning. The beginning and the end, yeah. I hate it. I got up this morning. So yesterday I had a great day. We did me, PB and Whack took sort of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, kind of. Not off of shows, and Whack also just didn't take Friday off, I don't think. But we took 3 days off to work exclusively on Table Story things, which is where I've been for the few days here. I haven't streamed on this channel just so I can make sure that I'm like fully present to just do all this stuff for Table Story, because we have a lot of stuff that we're trying to get done in 2025 that was really important that we got done. So we did all of that, and yesterday I woke up and I felt really like, I just felt kind of relaxed because I didn't have anything to do. I was kind of chill. And I guess I must have watched a bunch of Demon Slayer. I played a bunch of Marvel Rivals and just took an actual day off, right? So this morning I got up and was like, I'm going to do a proper workout. I've been trying to do workouts. I've been working out again. My heart feels weird, but I'm like, I just don't care anymore. If it pops, fuck it. I don't care. So I've been trying to get in some workouts. I've just been doing resistance workouts. So I'm doing a day on, day off, where I do one day where I do a resistance, just like body resistance stuff, and then a day where I just do basically yoga and stretching, and then I do that. Right? So today was workout day. I woke up, did a nice big workout, worked up a nice sweat, got in the shower, had a nice shower, made a big breakfast of eggs and porridge and fruit and coffee, sat down, watched a few more episodes of Demon Slayer, right? It gets to the last episode of season 3. I only found out yesterday that there are 2 seasons of Demon Slayer that I haven't seen. I didn't even know there was one more since the fucking Mugen Train or whatever it was. There's me, like, fucking great. Here we go. Let's fucking... I got loads of it to watch. I didn't know. No one told me. Didn't know. And I was like, I ate all my food, watched an episode. Sat still for a while, watched an episode. Put on Marvel Snap on my iPad. I was like looking, and then Liam was like, let's go for a walk at 12, 1 hour earlier. And I was like, yeah, cool. And I'm sitting there and it's about 11:45. I'm going out in 15 minutes, right? And I'm playing a game of Marvel Snap. And then I get to the last episode of season 3, right? And I'm just sitting there watching it. Whatever. Don't give a fuck about anything happening. Demon Slayer is about these like samurai people who are just chopping the heads off demons all the time. And anytime they're in trouble, especially in season 3, I've noticed that anytime they're in trouble, some Deus Ex Machina thing will happen to get them out of it. Like they're like, oh my god, I'm definitely gonna die, and someone else will jump in and save the day, right? So I'm like half watching it. Then I find myself watching it, right? And I'm like locked in. And I don't know how to tell this story really without spoilering it, okay? So I'm not gonna. But I'm gonna try and tell the story either way. But if you get lost, you get lost. You know when you're watching something and then you sort of snap out of it and realize you've been like Elmoing it, just watching it. You've been completely locked into it. I had done that. It had been 10 minutes, right? I looked down at my iPad. I've lost the game of Marvel Snap. I just looked away from the iPad and I had lost the game. It had already finished. And I was fully crying. Fully crying. Dude, it got me so good. And the thing is, I haven't even finished the episode because I had to pause it. I don't even know if what I'm crying at happened. But I think what happened. And dude, it got me so good. It was the most unexpected thing. This fucking moment. Oh. And I'm like, ugly crying, dude. Just sitting there. Because it was the last thing I was expecting. I'm just enjoying my la 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 watching a TV show. And I looked at the time, it's 12. I've lost 15 minutes. I had to get up, put some like fucking shoes on. Jacket, go downstairs. My body's all weak from working out. Trying to get down the fucking stairs. Liam's out there like, good morning. I'm like, yeah. Jesus Christ. So that was my morning. What have you done? Anyone done anything this morning? What did you do? Sorry, I'm going to be sniffing a lot because I just came in from outside in the cold. Siren Schnell. Let me read this whole message. Do I want to read this? Oh my god, oh my god. Block capitals. Pumpkinberry, Wax Stephen Bradwato. Oh my goodness. So many of my favourite personalities from Table Story. It's because we own it. It's because we are the 3 people that own that channel and company. PB. Can I just say, I loved the story you crafted of Nocturne. Beautifully done. I wouldn't describe Nocturne as beautiful. And Brad. I started following you on Twitch after your roasting in Kingmakers killed me. It also killed at least 3 cast members. I didn't expect to see all the awesome people I've been listening to in chat. Yeah, this is where we are. This is where we've been hiding. This is where we are every day. I'm the streamer. I have no actual viewers, just other streamers watch this stream. That's it. Glad you've been enjoying it. You should watch Deathless if you enjoyed Nocturne. It's on tonight. Is it on tonight? We may never know. I just made bacon, egg, and cheese bagel sandwiches for myself and my son. Alright, don't watch Demon Slayer. Whatever you do. Destroyed me. I know that they're going to be wasted tears as well. All those wasted tears. Yeah, you got. Thank you for the 53-month resubscription. Happy New Year. Abbott, thank you for the 57-month resubscription as well. Wax Steven crept in with a resub as well. Resubs are counting towards the goal, by the way. If you're sitting on it, they are currently counting towards the wheel spin. Probably. Should we have a look? Everyone else is a paid bot, yeah. Should we have a look? Yes. They are counting. You've earned 4. Even though I started the stream an hour early, which I hate doing so much. It is done. What's done is done. I'm human. No, you're not. Do the capture thing. What else was I going to tell you guys? What else was I going to tell you guys? I started watching a show called The Rig. Have you seen the show called The Rig? I watched 1 episode of that. They stole Mistlight from me. Wizard with a Knife. I also watched Wizard with a Knife. Speaking of Wizard with a Knife, thank you for the gift sub. I also started watching an anime called Wistoria Wand and Magic, I think, or something it's called. Wand and Sword? Sword and Magic? I don't know. And I put it on thinking it was going to be just whatever. Background noise. And actually, not only is it like pretty good so far, but it's really, I like the animation style a lot. And I was like, oh, this has effort. This is, you know when you're like expecting it to just look like any other anime? And actually it has effort applied to it. And you're like, oh, it actually looks really nice. And I was like looking away, you know, I'm like playing on my fucking Steam Deck. And I was like, I want to watch this properly rather than just have it on in the background. So I watched a few episodes of it and, you know, but I'm actually going to watch them, I think. Because I quite like it. I like how it's animated. What I don't like how it's animated is Tower of God Season 2. Turned it off. One of my favourite animes of like last year or the year before. Tower of God. The best. Loved it. Loved the style. Loved the story, loved the characters, loved the approach, loved everything about it. Season 2, completely different animation style. And they're like, oh, it's so that it looks more like the manga. Well, the manga looks like shit. Go back. Go back button meme. Go back button. Liar. Lying. Lying. It's cheaper to do it this way. Lying. Lying, 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 lying. And also, a completely different show. A completely different show. I was like, oh, they're doing the thing where it like shifts to another character. You know when they do that in anime sometimes? The worst part of Attack on Titan is shifted to a different character. Oh no, it's just a completely different show. It's a completely different show and it's not as good as the other one was. Go back button, go back. The most go back button anime season 2 I've ever seen. I gave it as much of a chance as I could, and I just didn't. I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing it. I'm forcing myself to sit through this. I'm not doing it. Turned it off. Devastated. And then went immediately from that to Demon Slayer Season 3. Can't believe it made me cry. Can't believe it made me cry. Unreal. Never would have expected. I would never. If you would have said to me, Brad, you're going to cry at Demon Slayer Season 3, I would have gone, there's no fucking way that's true. There's nothing. There's literally nothing they can do in that show that would make me cry. Nothing. Nothing. I'm not that invested. I don't give a shit. Nothing they can do to make me cry. Can't believe it. Cried my eyes out. What did you last cry at? What was the last thing you cried at? No, don't tell me. Because everyone, at the moment I say something, they'll be like, well, my dog of 15 years just died in my arms 5 minutes ago. And fucking bring the energy down in the chat room. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. People that do that. Come wading in. Hey, everyone! No. Do it on your own stream. Boot your own stream up and talk about your dog. You see me talking about my dead dog ever? Never mentioned it. Ever see me complaining about my dead dog? Never mentioned it. Have I? I don't think so. You think maybe you were just emotional and if you watched it again, it would do nothing? Well, I wasn't emotional. I think it was because I was relaxed. I think it's because I'm chill. I'm chilling this weekend. I've had a nice chill weekend. I should be more stressed than I am, and I'm a bit worried and a bit concerned. But I'm chilling. And then, bam. Yeah. I wasn't even watching it. I was like, oh,
Let me play. I'm playing my High Evolutionary deck. Let me play Shocker. That'll bring down the cost of Abomination and I'll be able to play that card next.
that's what I was doing. And then I would glance up and be like,
Oh, Tanjiro's gonna cut someone with a sword again. That's what happens every episode. Okay, what card shall I play? Oh, look, I'll play Misty Knight. At the left location.
that's what I was doing. 10 seconds later. Just unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Also, I'm so happy that the first message that got deleted of the entire year was Dylan. I'm so happy about it. Well deserved. My greatest achievement in this world. Did you finish that season? No, I had to turn it off. I had to walk outside immediately. It was horrific. I literally just, like, I looked at the time. I had to walk. All I've done is be late for 2 things today. And one of them I wasn't even late for. I was an hour early. Like, I was literally crying and I saw the time and was like, I gotta get up. I don't know if anyone's ever had this experience, but I don't cry that much. So, like, dude, I had to fucking just shut it off, you know? I was like, fuck, turn it off. Fuck. Look down, the game I'd lost. I'd lost the fucking game, just fucking closed the iPad. Stood up and was like, fucking shit. Put my shoes on. Coat. Go down the stairs. Hello, Liam. Huh? No, I'm fine. It's a bit cold, isn't it? It's the cold getting to me. It's the weather. Jesus. Fucking Christ. Yeah, I've been nice and relaxed. There's a couple of reasons why. I'm not going to tell you one of them. I'll tell you. There are 4 reasons. I won't tell you one of them. I'll tell you the other 3. I haven't done a stream since Tuesday. So I haven't had to be doing exactly what I'm doing now. You know, I had to do it a bit on Friday night. But I've basically had 4 days off. Now, I'm not going to lie. Doing the work for Table Story was exhausting. I don't know if Wack and PB felt the same way, because I don't know if it's just me. but admin work stresses me out. I get really stressed about it. It makes me stress the fuck out. Some admin work. Bitch boy work, no. At proper admin, company, fucking big meetings stuff stresses me the fuck out. So I was exhausted Wednesday and Thursday, and a little bit exhausted Friday from doing table story stuff. But it's like I'm not using this energy. It's not the same as like dancing chimpanzee energy, you know, with a little fez on. So I think because I haven't done a stream in a few days, like I don't really ever get more than a day off a week. Obviously I could take more days off, but I don't. Okay? Just shut the fuck up. So I think some of that has, like, you know, relaxed me. It's nice to have an actual week off, kinda. Even though I was still working, it was a different type of energy. I think because I've just been like able to work out again and move my body a bit more than I have been. I've been able to do stretches. I've been doing like, it's not really yoga, but I just follow a YouTube video. That is a stretching video that is like 20 minutes long. So I have a routine where I get up in the morning and I do a meditation thing now. It's insane. I'm such a fucking loser. I do a 10-minute breathing exercise essentially, and then a stretching thing immediately afterwards, which is kind of like loads of them are yoga poses. I'm so bad at yoga. My body doesn't like stretch in the right way. Chando. Is it the German lady? No. It's not a German lady. And then, but then now, because I feel, I just got to the point where I was like, I think I'm dying. I think my body has just been sat still for so long now. Like, I was in a pretty good routine last year. I was working out pretty regularly. And the beginning of this year a little bit. I was kind of fucked up at the beginning of this year, and I was like trying to work out through it. And then I wasn't able to do anything. I've been like physically debilitated since May. So I was like, my heart does actually hurt, and I've clearly got some sort of like heart disease, and I'm probably probably have a tumor in my fucking atrium, and I'm probably dying, but I just don't care. I just want to let me just see what happens if I do just a 30-minute workout. Let me just see what happens. It might fucking kill me. So I did try and do one a few months ago when I was feeling a bit better. I did a workout. And on that day, I felt so good. And I was like, oh, okay, I just need to fucking get my body moving. And then the next day, I felt so bad. So unbelievably bad that I was like, okay, I don't want to do that. Clearly, I can't do that. So anyway, I've been working out this last week and a bit. And I think maybe that's like making me feel better because I'm like, you know, you get your body moving and you loosen up all those muscles. Dude, the first workout I did, this, like the top part of whatever this is, these muscles, it hurt so badly to do. Like it felt like the top half of my body was seizing up. It was so painful. I think probably just because all I've done is just sit here for 6 months curled over this fucking keyboard playing Marvel Rivals with Maya. Yeah, that it hurts a bit. It still hurts a bit. So I think just because I was so relaxed, and I had a kind of relaxed weekend, and I felt a little more chill. I don't feel great, but I feel better than I just feel a bit more chill, and I think that's why it got me. I was just sitting there, minding my own business. Someone kicked me in the side of the head. You know, didn't even know someone was in the house. It was a ninja. And they kicked me in the side of the head, full strength. Imagine you just living your life. There's no one in the house, the door's locked. You're watching TV, you're playing a game on your phone, you're doing whatever. And someone from behind kicks you in the back of the head as hard as they can. That's what happened to me while I was watching Demon Slayer. I think that's why it got me. Hey, Siren. Hey, PB. Get a room. What is this? Your private WhatsApp DMs? Grow up. What is this? Your... What... Some stuff I can't say. I get in trouble. There's a German lady on YouTube who's very popular for stretching and yoga videos. Okay. Yeah, no, it's not a woman. It's a bloke. I did one that a woman had put together, and this is the most, here we are, Republican 2025 starting today. The most Republican thing you'll ever hear me say. I did a stretching video, and there was just this little chick doing the fucking stretches, you know.
And reach up as high as you can, and then all the way down.
And I was like, okay, this is pretty easy, right? Then I did one that a guy was leading. And the only reason I changed it was because his one was a bit longer. And I was like, I think I could do this for longer. So I was like, I'll just find another video that is longer than this like 10-minute one that I did. I did his one. And his one was like, okay, stretch your body. Stretch it. Stretch again. Do another stretch. Stretch this part. Stretch this part. Stretch your whole goddamn body. You have muscles. Stretch them. And I was like, oh, this one's designed for people to actually stretch muscles. And not just for fucking white chicks to feel better about doing something this morning, but it wasn't actually difficult. You know? You ever do those workouts and you're like, this is just made for people to think they did a workout. You haven't got a single bead of sweat on you. Nothing ached, nothing did anything, didn't feel anything at all. So I switched that one, and so I do that one now. Because I want to, when I do this stuff, I want to feel like I actually did something. You know? It's nice for the mental game when you're just like, oh, I did my 25-minute yoga class, so I'm like better than you. It's nice if you can say that and you're not lying, but I actually do want to feel like I stretched my body out. Dude, doing the stretches and stuff, I've never done stretches in my life. Never. I didn't even do them when I was regularly going to the gym. I just went there and did the workout straight away and then left. It was brutal. But just doing stretches, just an insane amount of stretches and yoga and stuff, it feels nice. Feels nice, man. Limbers you up. Feels good. Feels like I should have done more that were like upper body. I now need to figure out like upper body stretches. Like even just doing like neck rolls and like just doing these. Even that I should have been doing and I haven't been doing them. All of the like yoga stretches and stuff are like the laying down ones, and it's like sides and legs and shit, which is great, but I don't think any really hit this part of my body. And I think that is the other thing, is I haven't moved this part of my body for months, and I felt it so bad. It really hurt. I was like, wow, that is crazy how much it hurt. Like not pull the muscle hurt, just like, you know, ache. Horrific. Old. I'm also old. It's crazy how old and weak I am now. I remember just being able to do just an unlimited amount of like press ups and stuff, and now I'm like, I've done 3 and I think I'm gonna die. Can you call me an ambulance? I did 3. We saw you, you did 2. Well, I tried 3. Okay, call me an ambulance. I'm dying. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy how much weak and pathetic I am now. Speaking of weak and pathetic, it's Keeper of the Ark. Hi, Keeper. Also, Siren, yes, positivity is alien to me. I'm also allergic to it. I'm also very allergic to it. You only know table story, Brad, okay? You don't know what you're in for here. You want to take a fucking seat. Sit still. Try not to be seen. Its vision is based on movement.
Its vision is based on movement.
So anyway, here we are. It's 2025. We're going to get into streams this week again. We're starting off with D&D, but I think we're just going to carry on doing the routine. So I think on Wednesday, I'm switching Witcher for Grand Theft Auto 5 with a Chaos mod on. But I haven't installed the Chaos mod because it's hard to do. It's not hard to do. It's harder than clicking a button, and so I haven't done it yet. But I think that the Chaos mod is just like you can fuck with the game, which should be interesting because I think it would be fun if basically I try and play the story mode, but you can just ruin it. Which is what you do with everything anyway. Sad for Witcher. Alright, well now I feel bad. So thanks for making me feel bad. Why aren't you sad for me now? You sad for me now? Be sad for an actual human being, Sarab, you sociopath. Actual psycho. This guy's a psychopath. Arrest him. Ban him. I mean, a psychopath, you know. Yeah, it's just that Witcher is just really hard to play for like 3 hours a week. Because it's just the most like immersive and good game. With like an interesting story and like slightly complex controls. And every week it is horrible to play. Every week it is horrible to play for just 3 hours. I would love to do just like a full Witcher playthrough. I think when we become a JRPG exclusive only channel, when I retire into that, we'll do. I'm just going to play all of the Witcher games through. V Rising, haven't I played that, chat? Did I play that? Wait, is that the one that I played when I was having a mental breakdown? Brad, you always having a mental breakdown, so yeah, probably. V Rising. No, that was Vampire Survivors. I don't know what V Rising is. I own it, apparently. I have no idea what this is. It has a Castlevania DLC? What does that mean? What type of game is this? V Rising trailer.
Rise from your deathless slumber.
Stolen. PBs. Oh, oops. PB.
Rise from your deathless slumber.
PB storyline. Where PB stole her story
You are
from.
a vampire, a creature of the night.
I mean, the actual dialogue script that PB wrote.
Explore the unknown and start gathering.
I mean, I'm not
resources.
playing this, PB. It already looks like dog shit. I'm not playing that. What are you fucking talking about? The worst looking game. A game from 2008. Not playing that, dude. No. What's making me smile is that I know that PB is having she's just so fucking angry right now. She doesn't know which part to get angry about. The fact that the trailer is just clearly where she stole the Deathless trailer from. She doesn't know whether to get angry about the fact that I said that it looks like shit, or whether the fact that I said I'm not going to play it. Doesn't know what to do with herself. That makes me feel good. A psychopath. A full-blown sociopath. My lips are dry. Isn't that the worst feeling? It feels like if I smile really wide, my lip will split. I hate winter, dude. Drink some water. I'm not dehydrated, I don't think. I think it's just that my lip here got dry overnight. I have lip balm on, but it ain't doing shit. It ain't doing shit, boy. It ain't doing nothing, Thor. My heart and sword. Always for Valia. Can't believe I started the stream an hour early. I'm so angry. Oh, I could have sat down and watched the end of that episode of Demon Slayer and cried. Started the stream like... Hi everyone, I hope you had a lovely new year. There was something else I wanted to talk to you about, chat, but I can't remember what it was before we got started today. Let's see what I've got written down. The D&D. Was it that I wanted to do the No. Birthday tax, 5th of January. Imagine being born in January. What a fucking loser. What a loser, dude. Everyone point and laugh. Wait, 5 days late. Your birthday is New Year's Day. Nice. Nice, dude. This is bonus stream. Did you notice I changed this? All of this? It's not changed that much. I just changed the background and it's actually bigger now. This is bigger. I don't know. No one cares. Hey, bro. Yeah. No one gives a shit about anything you're saying. Nothing's changed, has it? New Year, same chat. Greg did it to me while we were playing Marvel Rivals yesterday. While we were playing Marvel Rivals yesterday, we were talking about something and Greg literally went, "Hey, Braid." Nobody cares. That motherfucker. That motherfucking piece of shit, dude. I swear to God, Greg. You bitch. Fuck you, man. Go and watch I Parry Everything. Idiot. I am the Nikola Tesla of Twitch now. Why am I? What was the reason that we changed it to that? Because everyone steals my ideas. Is that why? And And like I get no credit for it, but some other prick does. Just me being absolutely fucking destroyed. Just endlessly seeing my intellectual property everywhere. Dude, I went into Orcish's stream and I took some names, by the way. For those of you that were in there. And he was doing an end of year game fucking vote intros thing. Didn't message me, just did it. Just did it. This is where we're at now. People just go, I'm doing that. It was exactly the same as well. You know, they can copy my homework but change it up a little bit. Changed it even like the littlest bit, you know. When someone takes something that I came up with and then they remix it or do their own thing with it, I'm like, all right, you know, fine. Fine, you know. But when they just do the same thing, it's my life. It's my life. It's great. I love it. Absolutely love it. I heard Greg did it too. I heard Greg did the tier list version. I heard he just did a tier list. August did the whole thing. The whole thing. Does it suck seeing other people doing it better? I've never seen anyone do anything that I've done better than me. I just see them doing it. A lot of the time it's worse than me. And there are also other times that someone is a much bigger streamer than I am or something and they're doing it. So everyone just thinks that they did it. They came up with it. Zero credit. And you're like, okay. Or someone will become a fucking multi-millionaire off of my back. And I'm like, okay. But I've never seen anyone do it better than me. So no, it doesn't suck. Greg is really the only one who should do an intro review. That's true. Because his intros are better than this. Hawk is saving for his teeth cleaning. I saw a TikTok. Maybe I saved it. I keep sniffing and I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Doctor, I'm not sleeping.
How many cups of coffee a day do you have?
Just put one. One.
So one.
11.
What did you have for dinner last night?
4 cheese pizza, can of Fanta, blue raspberry vape, and a tangerine.
What are you doing before bed?
TV.
How long for?
6 hours.
Are you watching something relaxing?
Shows about murderers, stalkers,
Right.
kiddie fiddlers.
When you get in bed, you go straight to sleep.
Me and my girlfriend, we lay back to back, 45 minutes scrolling.
Scrolling.
Videos.
Videos?
Tiger attacks tourist. Bear gets hit by rock and falls off cliff. Maybe some GK Barry.
And then what happens?
Can't sleep.
And why do you think that is?
Do you think it's a tangerine? Doctor, I'm not sleeping.
Apart from the girlfriend, Orcish! Okay. We can actually start the stream now. Are you ready to start the stream? I can't hear you. Because you type in a chat room.
Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the Bradwater stream. But first, it's time for What's in the Lunchbox?
Guys, welcome to the beginning of the stream. It's time for another fantastic edition of What's in the Lunchbox. What do you think's in the lunchbox today? My Paw Patrol lunchbox. It's this big. What's in there? You'll never guess. There's no way you can guess what it is in there. Wrong one. This one. This one. Is it 18 condoms? Is it lunch? Is it M&M's? Is it Orkish's bowls? What else could it be? Is it the retired flannels? Is it some tears? Is it the last few crackers? Or is it the actual content for this stream? Can you guess what's in the lunchbox today? Here at the beginning of the stream. The beginning. What do you think is in there? Guys, what do you think is in the lunchbox today? See if you can guess it correctly. If you guess it correctly, I will unsubscribe from Maya. What could it be? You guys think it's the actual content for this stream? I can reveal to you now. What's in there is right. It's the actual content for this stream. Here we go, baby. It's time to get back into it. We've got 6 subs towards the wheel already. Let me explain a little something. Let me fucking explain a little something to you. Let me explain a little something to you, pal. Okay, buddy. Let me explain how it goes. What we're doing. We are playing D&D. And you are in charge of the main character of the piece, Lyri, who is currently in a tavern. Right? That's right. I forgot everything. I've had a weird week. Last session, you came to the Crossroads Tavern, which is a tavern just outside of Badger Brook, the town where the main quest is that you will never do. I genuinely think that we should end this campaign when you finally do the main quest. If the first main quest mission is the end. You know? Leary accepting that mission is when the credits roll. That's hilarious. Durkee, thank you for the 5 gift subs for that. Wheel spin opening up with a wheel spin. Heli Bob's creeping in as well. Thank you very much. I think that'd be hilarious because it's going to be so long before you get there. Part of me at the end of last year wanted to bring this to a close and like start a new campaign here, but like it's funny, like you just have done nothing. These D&D campaigns are hilarious when like you look back over them and you're like, objectively we've done nothing, but we've done so much. So much has happened, I should say. We've done nothing, but so much has happened. Which is the energy I'm taking into my next campaign on Table Story. Stay tuned. Yeah, this has that vibe to it, I think, very well. So yeah, last time you came to this Crossroads Tavern, which is a tavern just outside of town that is more a place for travelers and adventurers as they maneuver around the outskirts of the main city of Badger Brook. You encountered or you met Lyndall Tanglefoot, who was a little gnome whose family has owned and operated this tavern for generations. You went and fixed a keg for him. You did a side quest for him where you fixed a keg. You then had the option to play a bunch of either like mini games or talk with the varying people in here. Now that I think about it, you did nothing last week. Then you just went and spoke to someone, and then because you hit them with the worst chat up line that I have ever heard, and rolled a natural 20 performance check or something, and then went for a roll in the hay with them. And that was the end. You did nothing. Yeah. Did anything? What else happened? Was that it? That's crazy. It wasn't even like it was a super short session either. Like these sessions are usually, let me look, they're usually about two and a bit hours long, because these are hard for me to run. I know it probably doesn't seem like it, and you're like, Brad, just run an 8-hour version and you'll be rich. And it's like, yeah, that would be great, but it's more tiring than you think to DM, even in this capacity. And they're normally like about 2.5 hours to 3 hours long. There was a 2 hours and 11 minute session, and you did nothing in it. Our longest session was 3 hours and 15 minutes. And the shortest session, I think, was 1 hour. There was one, it might be the fucking Christmas one. No, it wasn't. The shortest session was 1 hour 28. Maybe. Looking at this. So, incredible that you did nothing. Incredible. You did nothing at all. How's that possible? We didn't do like any upkeep or anything. D&D, man. So yeah, you came to this this tavern, and yeah, just to reset the scene, I guess. Here, the place is filled with, I guess. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna wake up. What do you think? The next day? Yeah. It's been a day, right? We'll do a day. The next morning. and we're going to roll a dice to determine whether Ivory, the tiefling bard, who you took to bed, or took you to bed, is still there. I think we have to see whether they're even there, right? That's the first. You wake up and you're like, oh fuck, are they actually still here or did they leave? So let's start with that roll. If you roll above a 10, they're still there. If you roll above a 15, they're still there. If you roll between a 10 and a 15, they are in the tavern. And if you roll between a 1 and a 9, they have completely left. And we can take the first roll today. And this is an interactive stream, so you can roll dice by rolling !roll d20 in the chat room. It will roll a bunch of dice, and then the bot will pick one at random of all of those rolls to determine which one we're going to use. !roll d20 in the chat room. Also, every sub here today contributes towards a wheel spin. Every 10 subs, we spin the wheel of random stuff, and random things could happen, good or bad. We find out at the time. An 8, you look over, and there is no Ivory in the room. You look around to see if they like any of their stuff is in here. No stuff. Your stuff is there. You know, like pants across the room somewhere, a sock over there, some underwear over here. You know, a few scattered items that you've collected along the way. You have all of your gold, you have all of your stuff, but they have left. I think, you know, Leary gets up, stretches a little, starts putting on their clothes, repacking their bag, and re-equipping their weapons and armor, stepping out of the room, and heading into the tavern. I think this would be early morning tavern now, so there would be the scent of maybe some breakfast foods, porridges, some honey, and some meats grilling. There's the sort of murmur of morning folk, sad people at a wake, and a nearby table you see Lancelot and Snopflap. Snopflap, I mean, just for sure being annoying instantly, like a child, a little blue goblin teleporting around the table.
What do you think she did? Where did she go? Where is she? What do you think she's gonna kill us or what?
Lancelot, who?
The girl, what do you know? Did you see her? She went running out of here real fast.
I didn't see someone run out of here.
Yeah, she's gonna kill us. I'm telling you. Don't worry, I put a tracker on her.
Leary approaches the table and Snopflap says,
Hey, someone just went running out of here. A girl, I put a tracker on her.
looking up at you with his evil eyes. He is chaotic evil. I guess we start the thing today. Oh, I moved these around. With the question. What does Leary do? An open question. And then we're going to spin the wheel. What does Leary do? First thing in the morning. The choice is yours. Fully open question to you here. His self. Okay. Get some food. Order an epic breakfast for the boys. Stretch like a cat. Leave. Alright, fine, that'll do. And the choice is yours. You can vote by typing the number next to the one thing on the screen that you want to do. And we'll play it out. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's spin the wheel. courtesy of Nyanar, Helibobs, Durky Durk, and everyone else that crept in, like Max. Oh, you get gold. Gold! Always believe in your soul. You got a lot of gold. You need to roll for merchant real bad. Alright, order an epic breakfast for the boys. Roll me a d20, chat. That's how much gold you get. Let's open the character sheet. And have a look. At the moment, you currently have 147 gold pieces. And we'll take the second roll from now on. So luckily for you, we're not going to take Lily's dog shit too. And unless you roll a 1 or another 2, we'll take that. The next roll in the chat room. And we'll add that to your stash of gold as it appears like magic. Some coins in pocket. A 10. There you go. You're up to 157 gold. Wonderful. Heading over to the tavern bar, there is again the owner here, Lyndall Tanglefoot, a small gnome with a sort of a bunch of piercings, hair sort of tied up in some, but scruffily pointing out in different directions, a twisted beard, wearing almost exactly the same outfit as he was wearing the day before, cleaning a glass as you approach. Lyri says, good morning. Could I purchase just whatever breakfast feast you have?
Oh, a breakfast feast, is it? Okay. We can just send one of everything over to the table that we have for breakfast.
That sounds great, yes.
Okay, we can do that. They said that you would pay for the room they stayed in last night.
Right. Yes, of course. How much would all of that be?
We can call it a gold piece.
Fine. Lyri puts a gold piece on the table. 1 gold piece. It will cost for the boys' room. You didn't pay for your room. Smart. And then, yeah, I think Lyri kind of heads back over to the table, does a little bit of a stretch maybe, sits down, and a little while later one of the servers comes out and provides the table with 3 morning meads, 3 plates of varying meats, and bowls of porridge with a little honey on top, as well as some bread and toast for the table. Snotflap immediately just tears into the meat, ignoring any vegetables that might be present, eating in the most disgusting way you could imagine, bits flying everywhere. Lancelot very carefully cutting into the meat and eating it, gently spooning the porridge carefully into his perfectly formed mouth. Yeah, the 3 characters have a hearty breakfast. This is another wheel spin, courtesy of Shadow and Indie Bro and Max. Let's see what happens. Encounter. Cursed. Pushing the bowl away, the sensation of the spell wind blowing through the tavern takes hold, and you become cursed. Now, I think I have a new curse table, but I don't know if I... Give me a second here. Actually, roll me a d20. I save it. I need to make a new document, I think, for this one, and we'll take the second roll. just to flush out all of the previous rolls. There was a person that sent me a message on YouTube. It was like, you need to add this line to your dice rolling thing, and that will make it better. But I haven't done that yet because I don't really know. Liam made the bot, so I don't really know exactly how to fix it. Okay, here we go. Here's the curse table. All right, what did you get? We'll take the second roll. As you become cursed, thanks to Indie Bro. Proud of yourself, Indie Bro? I hope you are. An 11. I love saying it like that. The Curse of the Wayward Weapons. This one sucks for you. The cursed creature's ranged attacks automatically miss on a natural roll of 19 or 20. Ooh. That sucks so bad for you as an archer. Second curse. The Curse of Wayward Weapons. So the creature's ranged attacks automatically miss on a natural roll of 19 or 20, which as a champion fighter means that you can't crit on ranged attacks until you fix this curse. Brutal. Horrible one. A horrible one. Forever, or can we drink milk to get rid of it? Well, milk won't get rid of it, but you can clear curses in varying ways. Most predominantly is find someone who can cast restore. Hang on. What's the spell? Lesser restoration? One of the restorations. Remove curse would do it. Someone that can cast remove curse would probably be the best one. One of the other ones does it as well, though, right? Am I crazy? Or is it just remove curse? Doesn't Greater Restoration do this too? Greater Restoration. Have a look in here. So there's remove curse. A third level abjuration spell. At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object. Okay. And then we have the restoration spells. Greater Restoration. You imbue, blah, 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 blah. One curse. Can remove one curse. Requires a piece of diamond dust worth at least 100 gold pieces. And what about remove curse? Is there a cost on that? No. All right. And then there's lesser restoration. Which does not get rid of curses. Okay. What if I kill myself and someone casts Revivify? Ask Google and come back to me. You do have a lot of gold. Let's see if... I think, like, Lyri... Whenever Lyri finishes their breakfast, like, they eat the porridge, and then they flick the spoon into the bowl, you know, from afar, because they're so good and accurate and cool. They, like, bounce a spoon off the table, and it bounces into the bowl. Like a little morning routine that they do because they're cool as shit. And today, Lyri flicks the spoon towards the bowl and it just hits the table and slides along, falls off the edge of the table and hits the floor. Snopflap and Lancelot immediately go like this. Did you think the stream had crashed? That's what I was trying to make it look like. Leary looks down at their hands and says, "Oh no. Another curse." I guess we ask the question, don't we? What does Leary do now? What would you like to do? Remember, to continue on with the campaign, you simply have to leave the tavern and continue to wander away from the crossroads. There are also other people in here that you could potentially still talk to. There are other there are mini games in here you could play to try and win prizes. Leave. Find cleric. Tell the boys some stories about the chick from last night. Look for a mini game. Ask the innkeeper if there are any magic shops in town or other shops. Check the bulletin board for updates. Ask the bartender if he knows anyone who can remove curses. Spread a rumor about the bartender being a vampire. Alright. Choice is yours. What would you like to do? What are you doing? Ask the bartender if he knows anyone who can remove curses. Okay. Wandering over to the bar, Leary says, out of curiosity, is there anybody around here who can remove curses?
Remove curses? Well, there's lots of people that come through here every day. Some of them probably can do, but I'm not too sure. Many years ago, there was an individual that came in who specialized in such things, but I don't know where they will be now. It was a long time ago. Are you cursed? It's not catching, is it? Curses. There was a cleric in here last night. Perhaps they're still here?
He starts to look around. Roll me a d20, chat. If it's over, we'll say 12. If you can beat a 12, the cleric is here. Where was my cleric? There we are. We'll take the second roll. Also, this is not a Brad self-insert N Accio, okay? This is a gnome. Gnomes are like 3 foot tall. Okay, you're like 3 foot tall. I thought it was wizards that remove curse. Shh, shut up, wank. It says cleric, paladin, warlock, wizard. Medium 45 years. And 11. Wow. Yeah, looking around, you don't see, like last night there was a sort of human woman in very simple looking cleric robes with a sort of a holy symbol of like a sunburst that was sketching in one of the journals, but they are no longer here currently. The gnome Lindell says,
I don't see them in here, you know. Oh. Wait, I remember. She just went running out. She went running out, your little blue friend. I did something to her, but I don't know what.
Lyri says, okay, alright. I guess we return to ask, what does Lyri do now? What do you do now? I guess the options that would come up in a fucking JRPG would be look for the cleric, or I guess chase after the cleric, ask Snotflap about the cleric, and then you could, I guess you could ask more from other people, but anything else you want to do? What were the other options that you put on the previous one? Put a poster on the bounty board saying that we're looking for someone to remove curses. Order a few frosty pints. It's 5 PM somewhere. Spread a rumor, Keck W. Do you know a merchant nearby? Crystal Mum MSQ. You fucking loser. I know you're only subscribed to Crystal Mum. I don't know who that is. I'm sure they're lovely. But I know that you are only subscribed so that you get that fucking emote. Chiclet, because you're obsessed. Tell the boys about the smoking hottie from last night. Alright. Away you go. Away you go, chat. The choice is yours. What would you like to be doing? Chase after the cleric is the plan. Alright. Let's do that then. Spinning around, nodding at Lancelot, and with a whistle, I think Lyri runs over, grabs their pack and weapons, and says, "We're off. We're going to find a cleric. Apparently they went running out of here earlier on." Lancelot glances up and says, "Very well." Standing up, prepares himself, and the two well, the 3 characters, but you only have Lancelot equipped. Head out the door. I guess, since we're at this point, let's talk about what you want equipped. You currently have equipped the Potion of Temporary Hit Points, the Cloak of the Hunter, the Mantle of Spell Resistance, and your spell scroll is Power Word Pain. Do you want to switch any of this out? Is the answer. So here's the question. Change equipment. Let's just do it this way. Is that how you spell equipment? Is equipped equipment? Change equipment. Yes or no, and then we'll do it flowchart style. Want to change any equipment that you have? Before we head out. Remember, we're playing a sort of a simplified version of D&D here, in that you have just a certain amount of slots for items and a single spell, rather than you know, all of the insane amount of stuff that you could potentially be doing in D&D, because there is a lot that you could do, and it takes a very long time every single time we do it. No, they scream. All right. Rushing out of the door, back outside to the Crossroads Tavern. And looking left and then right. I think I got that right for screen left and screen right. Make me a perception check, please. Chat, you have +4 to your perception, and that's because I think you have this cloak on. The Cloak of the Hunter, which gives you expertise in such things. We take the second roll. Unless everyone's left the channel. Oh, okay. I'm just going to end that there. Fine. We're now outside. The quest. Current quest. Remove. What's it called? The Curse of Wayward Weapons. I guess we can just call it Remove the Curse. Quest accepted. Jesus Christ. So loud. Everyone quickly type Crystal Mum MSQ in the chat. Right, what did you get? A 3. Rushing out. Yeah, it's that thing where you go from a dark room to a light. It's just, Lyri kind of glances to the left, glances to the right. There is no like obvious sign of this cleric. I mean, it sounds like she ran out of the tavern a good while ago. You know, it was before you guys, a little before you guys even walked into the tavern, and then you ordered breakfast, sat, waited for it, sat, ate it. And then the spell wind, then the curse, then you run outside. This cleric appears to be long gone. What does Leary do? Thank you everyone for the subs and the resubs, the New Year's subs. Every 10 subscriptions, gift subs or resubs, we spin the wheel of randomness, which previously gave you a curse. But maybe right now, if you spin it, it'll give you something good or a Deus Ex Machina. You know? You never know. Ask Snotflap to track her. Equip Snotflap and ask Snotflap to track her. Snotflap is not equipped. Ask randoms nearby. Look for a religious temple. Just straight up march south. Ask Snotflap which woman he was tracking. Play some darts. Go west. Alright. Away you go. It's interesting, isn't it, En? Being at a table with 100 people. 3 people are like, we should do this thing here. And then there'll just be someone in the corner who looks like the Weasel from Creature Commandos. Just going,
Run around in a circle and shit yourself.
okay. As your GM, I am honor bound to type anything in as an option that you want to do. Equip Snotflap and ask Snotflap to track her. Is the plan. Yes, as we progress, we came up with the rules that you can equip different characters through the Companion Compendium. One companion summoned at any time. Companions are in fact summoned. Ritual casting time of 10 minutes to switch companions. Current companions: Snotflap, Rogue DPS, Lancelot, Paladin, Tank, Healer. So 10 minutes of ritual casting in the companion compendium. Fuck. Will slowly allow you to unequip Lancelot. There's like, if this was a video game, it would have one of those moments where, you know, like it and Lancelot, it's like a pick your fighter screen, you know, and like Lancelot comes up and he's all anime and cool, and then it switches to Snotflap and he just like teleports, he bamps in and lands there with a fucking fish in his mouth like Gollum or something. And yeah, do you want me to change? Do you know what? We probably should put Chaotic Evil on here, shouldn't we? Chaotic Evil, Lawful Good. For their alignment. And the camp telling someone to stay. Yeah. Now, in game, the mechanics, you can only mechanically have one or the other characters equipped, but both characters will follow you around and still be present in scenes and stuff, just not mechanically for any combat or anything like that, or if you want them to do stuff like make checks, such as a track survival check or something like that for Snotflap, he will have to be equipped to do it. So yes, you unequip Lancelot and equip Snotflap and say, Snotflap, do you think you'd be able to track a cleric? Snotflap says,
I don't know what that is, but I'll tell you something. I can track that one woman that went running out earlier on, because I done put a tracker on her.
you put a tracker on her. What is that tracker, Snotflap? The little goblin, blue eyes, sharp teeth, looks up. There's a glimmer of mischievousness to his eyes as he looks up and says,
I done flammed.
I'm sorry, you did what?
I done flammed on her.
What on earth does that mean?
I spat on her. I spat on her as she ran out. I learned a long time ago, someone's running out the door, they're running for something or from something. If they're running from something, I'm running too. If they're running for something, sometimes it's a good thing. And if I follow them, I can find them, find what they're trying to find, kill them, eat them, and get whatever they're trying to get for myself.
Okay. How is it that you're able to track them if you spit on them?
I don't know. I just can.
Okay. Well, would you be able to track the person you spat on earlier on? Did they look like a cleric?
I don't know what that is.
Great. Well, let's just start with that. Do you think you can track them?
Of course I can. Who'd you think I am? They went this way.
He vanishes. There he looks around. Shrugs at Lancelot. Lancelot shrugs back.
Hey, come on!
I don't know where you went. He disappears again. Waits around for a little while longer.
What are you waiting for? Let's go.
We don't know where you're going.
Why not?
We can't do that thing that you do. You have to walk or, at least stay within eye line of us so we know where you're going.
Alright, we can walk there if you want us this way.
And Snotflap starts moving. I think probably, based on the map here, it wouldn't be north. It would be... Let me look at the world map. It would be west. Go west, baby. Going west. Off-road. Yeah, I think Snotflap just starts like skittering off. He probably does a thing like a dog. Sniffing at the ground and like running around on all fours. He kind of moves. I imagine he doesn't actually look like a dog. He probably looks like, how like Spider-Man is down and he's like, his back legs go up like a crab or something. He's like moving along like that, low to the ground, as he starts like moving like a spider, a blue spider. He goes immediately off-road in between two sort of houses that are ahead of where the tavern sits and into a sort of grasslands field. Crossing over the field, Lyrie and Lancelot following Snotflap towards the edge of a forest kind of area. There is, I guess actually at this point, give me a perception check, please. We'll have a perception check from you, and that is a +4, right? +4. Exclamation point, roll d20 if you want to roll a dice, and we'll figure out, we'll take the second roll, see what you see. We'll see what you see. So not that 10. Whatever you roll next. I said not that 10, you son of a bitch. And I said... What'd you get? A 1? Good God. Guys. How? No, stop the music. How is this possible? The moment you're back on a story quest of any kind, the worst rolls you've ever seen. Unbelievable. Oh. I mean, that's a fucking critical failure. I guess it doesn't matter, but you don't see anything. Lyri runs straight past a tree, a pretty large-looking tree. Lancelot runs past, and it takes like a few seconds before Snotflap says, "Hey, where are you going?" Lyri kind of comes to a stop and says, "Are we not going this way?"
No, we found her. Look, there she is.
Lyri turns, Lancelot turns, and on the other side of the tree is the cleric that you saw the previous night. There is this kind of young-looking woman in these, again, simple robes with a holy sort of symbol of a sunburst on them, with a satchel with some of the stuff spilled out from it. And she's kind of sat there, and her eyes are sort of glazed over. Looking at them, the sort of iris and the pupil appears to be kind of milky, like she's in a bit of a trance. A little bit of drool is sort of falling down from one part of her mouth, and she's kind of out of it, sitting against this tree. We found her with a 1. No, you didn't. You critically failed finding her, but Snotflap was tracking her through a tracker, so he found her immediately. So then it was at that moment I realized you didn't really need to do a perception check. But there we are. What does Lyri do? What level is the cleric? What kind of ridiculous question is that? The Fent crisis has hit Faerun. Maybe. Sit down next to the cleric and watch her draw. Look for traps. Poke her to see if she's alive. Clean the snot glob off of her cloak before she notices. Can we sense the aura from the cleric? Slightly shake her. Slap her. Yes, check if she's cursed. We'll go with those. We'll go with those. The choice is yours. On the edge of a forest, leaned up against a tree. You find the cleric. poke her to see if she's alive. Why don't you make me a medicine check? Let's see. Medicine 0. I think Lyri pokes the cleric here. But let's see what a medicine check divulges as information. What'd you get? A 2. Guys, please. I mean, she looks like she's alive. She's drooling, she's breathing. She's kind of like, just completely out of it. But what has happened to her? What is going on with her? You absolutely have no idea and cannot tell. What does Lyri do? The choice is yours. Scream for help. CPR. Your system clearly chooses our low numbers. Well, it doesn't as soon as you're in a tavern doing nothing important. Yell at her, shake her, pick her up, and take her to the inn to sleep it off. Looks for a healer, so foreign lilies. Meditate beside her. Alright, that'll do. There you go. What one do you want to do? Which one do you want to do? The choice is, of course, yours. For you are the players. Congratulations. And well done. You are the players of the character. The one character. Procedurally generating this entire campaign, by the way. If you're wondering, like, what's Brad doing when he goes quiet? It's making the entire fucking campaign live in front of your fucking eyes, right before you, as this is procedurally generated. I don't prepare anything. You're not running a module. You're not playing through a module. This is just being generated right now. Which is why Shadow the Ret God pays me the big bucks. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. At this point, I think I should just run Shadow, Dirk, and Lux through this every week and make you all watch. Shake her awake, they scream. Alright. Hey, Brad. I just wanted to say, this is 100% how I imagine you people speak. Hey, Brad. I just wanted, middle of doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Hey, Brad. Hey, are you busy?
Yeah, I just wanted to say. When else am I supposed to say it? He ain't live the rest of the hours of the day. I gotta tell him while he's live, honey.
Jabba, he looks a little busy right now.
I know, but when else am I gonna tell him? You want me to DM him? I can't do that. I don't know the guy. I just want to tell him I love what he does.
I'm sure he'd love that.
So I'm gonna highlight it. And make it on the screen big and highlighted in there. And he gonna read it out. And he gonna attack me for it. Even though I'm being nice.
I know, honey, that's what he does. That's his whole thing.
Hey Brad, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate seeing a GM absolutely let loose with their imagine. With a show like Non-Canon. I hope you're enjoying doing it as much as I am watching it. No, I do. I love it. Non-canon is is actually pretty similar to this show. It's the table story version of this show where it's the only way we can make money now. Apart from it, maybe if we get some sponsored stuff. So every Friday night we do a D&D show on Table Story, which is, I mean, I prep it a little more than this, but it's not too dissimilar, and it is pure chaos. It's extremely fun to run. I've really enjoyed running it. Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane how many people come out and support that show. Same as with this on a Sunday. I can't believe anyone subscribes ever for this shit. But apparently people are enjoying it, so that's good. Non-canon for Jeremy. Yeah, thanks Jabber. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thanks Wizard. Thanks Shadow for the gift subs. 4 more and we'll spin the wheel. What did you just do? What won the thing? One of these. What was it? Shake her? Which one did you do? Was it scream at her? You chose to scream? Shake. N. I think Lyri kind of just looks at the others, shrugs, and then grabs the shoulders of this cleric and just shakes them a few times. Which is when the cleric, who looks exactly like Floral Foxes, by the way. Brad, what does Floral look like? No one knows. But that's what she looks like in this game. This cleric in these kind of simple robes with whatever Floral looks like as a face and whatever Floral's hair looks like right now as hair. Kind of like completely out of it. You calling me simple boy? You calling me simple? No, you're just wearing simple cleric robes because you're a nice sun cleric. Shake her up. And she goes, ah! Just immediately jump scares. Instantly, Snotflap vanishes and disappears. It just teleports away. She screams, opens her eyes, screams. You see like the color return to her eyes. No idea. Her green eyes, her messy hair, red hair, pale skin, freckles. Just screams at you. Shaking her a little bit gently. Just suddenly is screaming. Ah! And I guess she would be Irish. So she's like, get off me, what are you doing? The Lyri jumps back and says, nothing, it's just that you seemed sort of out of it. Oh, no. Where did she go? Oh, that witch, that hag. She's... My vials, my salves, my herbs. Oh, shit. You didn't hear me say that. Lyri looks around. A few of the cleric's items are like scattered about, falling out of like a simple bag. It looks like maybe the cleric has been robbed. The cleric says, "I've been robbed." Well, sort of. Who are you? I'm Leary. This is Lancelot, and somewhere around here is Snotflap. Are you all right? I'm fine. I don't think she hurt me, but she did take all of my stuff. Oh shit, my scroll. Bugger it. She took my scroll. And it was a good one too. A 3rd level abjuration scroll of remove curse. Leary's eyes light up. Like this. Remove curse, you say? I've been investigating disturbances in the area. There were rumors of undead near the crossroads, but this morning I was eating my porridge and I saw a thing out the door. I go outside and I see her. The hag. A witch. I'm telling you, there's a witch in these woods. So I thought, well, who better to deal with the witch than a cleric? So I chased her up into these hills, over the fields. And she ran off into the forest. I thought, I better not follow her into there. And then I saw them. 2 big eyes staring at me from the woods. And then I was being shaken awake by you. I think she took all my stuff. All my salves. Oh, my potions. My scroll. Now, originally, this character had a different name, but she's now called Sister Floral. She says, "I'm Sister Floral. I'm a cleric of the Morning Lord." And she taps the sort of sunburst logo and she says, "I'm really trying to level up and get stronger so that I might get my own parish one day. But, well, as you can see, I'm completely useless. Oh, I can't believe this has happened again." What does Leary do? Suggestions from the chat room. Thank you for the resub, Floral. Welcome in. Good to see you again. Hi, Toodle. Thank you for the resub. No, the gift sub. What do you want to do? Add to the Pokedex. Fuck, I can't type. Add to the Pokedex. Ask. Yeah. Again. Rid me of my curses and I shall rid you of your woes. Ride me, I wrote by accident. Oops. Jesse Cakes, thank you for the 22 months. Resub. What is that? 29? Thank you so much. Ask our 2 companions if there is a spell to locate this witch. Send Snotflap to hunt the witch. Any other suggestions from the chat room? Shake her again and say, pull it together. Would that work on you? I feel like it wouldn't. I think you'd just shut down. Ask her to show us the forest the witch ran into. Draxman, you're on the very edge of the forest. There's like a big field behind you with the crossroads in, and the road. You know, if you were to look behind you, you would see a field, and you know, a 10-minute walk away, you'd see the crossroads in, and ahead of you, literally leaning up against one of the trees here, is this cleric, and just a woods, like a forest that is just kind of the immediate area in front of you. So you're aware of where the forest is. I don't think you need to, you know, renegade option. Now I think you were trying to type renegade option. But we will always take exactly what you typed in the chat room. Which is honestly, if that one wins, I don't know what it means. But I have to figure it out. Renegade, how dare I? How dare I? That's what you typed. Maybe that's what you want to do. The renegade option. I am at your mercy. I am just simply the lens through which your game is played through and viewed. So even caster classes have only one spell scroll slot. Yes. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works, but yes. Everyone in the world, the way that this works. So really, everyone is a caster class. And I would imagine that clerics in this setting they have like salves and potions and medicinal skills and physica skills, you know, like physicians and doctors that are equivalent to, you know, that kind of healer role. This game is exclusively designed around being a fighter class. We're not playing D&D really. We're just like a lot of the rules are D&D, but it's been slimlined down for ease of play for a group of 100 people playing one character. So, you know. Rid me of my curses, and I shall rid you of your woes, says Lyri. Make me a persuasion check, chat. Let's see how this goes down. A 3. +3 to your persuasion rolls. If I was to sit down and like properly figure out the mechanics of playing this extremely weird simplified version of D&D, I don't know how it looks. I literally have no idea how it looks. But I could do it for one fighter character, and that's it. We take the second roll, so keep rolling. A 19 +3, 22. Look at that. Plasma shade. No more shade from you, as the dice helps. Sister Floral sort of steadies herself and stands up. Lancelot does the thing of like kneeling down and offering a hand immediately to help her up, and she sort of politely takes his hand as he helps her stand up, and she pats her dress down, picks up some of her things and puts her like little satchel back on her shoulder and says, I mean, that would be great. Are you able to find and track a witch? A horrible hag with green skin and a giant nose with a boil on the end? And horrible greasy hair? And all my stuff? Lyri says, well, I'm a mercenary, so I take jobs. All sorts of jobs. So far, we've been quite successful in the varying things that we've had to do. These are my companions, and I suppose we can make a good attempt at looking for your hag. You said that the last time you saw them, they were in the woods here. Aye, they were in the woods. I mean, do you think they came down to the town to try and rob people? Oh, I was tricked. I can't believe I was tricked again. These hags. You have that thing that comes up on the screen that says Sister Floral joins the party. But it's like, you know when you're playing a JRPG or something and they're just a follower. Like they're not an actual companion that you have equipped. They're just following you temporarily. Temporary companion, Sister Floral. Which changes the quest. Well, which updates find the hag and remove the curse is now the quest, isn't it? I don't know why I capitalized it. The way you can get over the party limit and just And then it's at this point that you go and do loads of leveling up because you have, for the first time ever, 3 party members, you know. In all of the guides, it's like, now's a good time to head over and do some leveling up in the Fields of Elysium because you'll be able to level up really quickly with the extra party member, but all of the XP just goes straight to you. Yeah, no, she is a temporary party member, but she isn't one that is mechanically... She isn't a mechanical party member. So if you get into a fight, it's just you and Snotflap still. Who isn't here, right? Did he come back? He isn't even here. I'm going to roll to determine whether he's here. On a 1, he doesn't come back. Okay, comes back.
What a mess!
Sister Floral... I was going to say Sister Floral, like, jumps and screams because a terrifying little blue goblin appears with sharp teeth. But I think Sister Floral probably is much more comfortable around weird little freakish creatures. Maybe than she is around normal, you know, traditional looking humans and shit. So I actually think she just smiles.
Who's this? Are we gonna eat him?
No, we're not going to eat them. This is Sister Floral. She's looking for a witch who may or may not have taken all of their stuff. And we're going to go and find the witch and get that stuff back.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We're gonna eat the witch. They don't normally taste nice. Last time I ate a witch, tasted like pure salt. It was like eating crumbs of salt. The whole way. Crunchy salt.
Okay. Well, at least you have experience in finding witches,
I never found one. I ate one, I said. Open your ears, Leroy.
he says. Snotflap looks like this, by the way, if you're ever wondering what Snotflap looks like. Lancelot looks like this. Lyri looks like this. And Sister Floral looks like floral foxes. Maybe I can gen some artwork real quick. I guess I can do it while I ask this question. What do you do? Because I don't know how you want to approach this. What does Lyri do? How do you approach this quest? I was imagining a Stitch-esque little guy. He's kind of like that, yeah. He's kind of like that. And he teleports. He can bamf in and out like Nightcrawler. But he's like metal. You know, he's like a metal goblin. And he's chaotic evil. Ask Sister Floral to describe the witch and draw a sketch. She's probably got like +10 in drawing because she's based on floral foxes. Ask Lancelot and Snotflap if they can detect magic. You know they can't. So you don't need to do that, Scintillien. They have Misty Step, and Lancelot has like Compelled Jewel or whatever that spell is. March into the forest looking for the witch. Ask Snotflap if you can track the hag by remembering the smell and trace it. Throw Snotflap up into the air to look for the witch. Look for caves by the sea in case it's a sea hag. Ask Snotflap if you can smell the salty witch. Ask Snotflap to fast teleport around to scout for a witch's lair. Alright, go for it. You may choose. Can we use Snotflap if he's not equipped as a companion? He is equipped as a companion. Show up on time next time, Plumrug. Insane. The main character of the world, Plumrug. This stream just began as soon as I walked in here. Up until this moment, nothing fucking start. Nothing fucking happened until I walked in. You started at 7 a.m. First of all, the D&D portion of the stream started exactly when it started. All right? Shut up. It started at the normal time. We just had an extra hour of bullshit because I didn't know the time was 1 hour earlier when I started the stream. A DM is never late, nor is he early. Yeah, and that too. March into the forest looking for the witch is the plan, but first... What about this? How about this, guys? How about this for Cleric Floral? Anime Cleric Floral. You're welcome. That'll do, right? Procedurally generated campaign right before your eyes. It's also time to spin the wheel. Quad vantage on your next roll. Which I guess will be this perception check that I want you to roll, huh? I wish I looked like her. You do. I actually do know what you look like. I just didn't know if you wanted me to say that to everyone in the entire stream. That's exactly what you look like, Floral. It is... I need a quad vantage perception check as Lyri, Snotflap, Lancelot, and Sister Floral march just headlong into the forest here. And we take just all 4 rolls. Just tell me the just tell me the roll. You tell me the one that's the highest roll of the 4. All 4 rolls. God damn it, Bradley. I'm misclicking so much stuff today. You ever do that? I think it's because I did a big workout today and my hands feel weak. I don't know how to explain that, but... And I know that none of you in the entire chat room have ever done a workout in your life. But... I don't know how else to explain it. My hands feel weak, and so I'm misclicking things a lot. Shadow, thank you for the gift sub. Max, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you, Wizard, for the gift sub to Cosmic Boosh. Come with us now on a journey to the Cosmic Boosh. Jesse Cakes, thank you for the 22-month resub. Tudor and Floral provided you with this quad vantage. So a 12, a 19, a 17, and a 14, which means you get a 19 on your roll, but you have a +4 to your perception. So this is a 23. Okay. And then Insta-Rage crept in with another 5 gift subs. Let's spin the wheel again and see what you get. Sister Floral, wandering into the woods with you for the day. Brad, you need to chill with the flex. You look needy. I was literally saying that I'm so pathetic and weak that I did a workout and my hands don't work anymore. So, I don't know if that's a flex. A broken old man. Oh, a potential for a new scroll here. Okay, scroll generator. I'm going to roll on this random scroll generator because it's so useful. And the spell is mislead. I don't know what that is. Mislead? A 5th level illusion spell. Casting time 1 action. Range of self. Concentration up to an hour. You become invisible at the same time that an illusory double of you appears where you are standing. The double lasts for the duration, but the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. You can use your action to move your illusory double up to twice your speed and make it gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose. You can see through its eyes and hear through its ears as if you were located where it is. On each of your turns as a bonus action, you can switch from using its senses to using your own or back again. While you're using its senses, you are blinded and deafened in regard to your own surroundings. Okay. That's a good spell. That's a good spell. It's a 5th level spell, so you would get 5 casts of this. Currently, the spell that you have equipped is Power Word Pain. You have 3 casts of it, and just so we're all on the same page, Power Word Pain is the following, because you need to pick between each of these spells. Power Word Pain is a 7th level enchantment, which is an instant spell. You speak a word of power that causes waves of intense pain to assail one creature within range. If the target has 100 hit points or fewer, it is subject to crippling pain. While it's affected by crippling pain, its speed can't be higher than 10 feet. It also has disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws other than con saves. Finally, if the target tries to cast a spell, it must first succeed on a con saving throw, or the casting fails and the spell is wasted. They can only break out of it with another con save. So you have an option for 2 very interesting and 2 pretty decent spells here. The choice is up to you as to which one you want to keep. Which scroll? You can only have one. Keep Power Word Pain, 3 casts. Take Mislead, 5 casts. Choice is yours, chat. Which one do you want?
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Imagine if you'd rolled Scroll of Curse Removal, I would have ended the campaign. Win D&D, you know?
Braid, I would like to win D&D, please.
You lose the other one. Are you guys aware of that? You can only pick one. I mean, I feel like I said it 5 times. But if you take Mislead, you lose Power Word Pain. It's destroyed. You want me to re-vote? Do you want to re-vote? Hang on, let me refresh this. So, I feel like I've said it a few times, but let me re-vote it here. The way that this world works is that everyone has a scroll, a magic scroll that is attuned to just them. You can't steal it because it wouldn't attune to you. It doesn't mean anything to take someone else's scroll, but your scroll is your ability to cast spells. You can only have one spell written on this scroll at any time. If you take a new spell, you have to write over the other one. It's a rewritable piece of vellum. So whenever anyone casts spells, there are a handful of people that can cast normal magic, but that's a totally different thing. Everyone has one spell scroll with one spell on it that they can cast a limited amount of times. Some people can cast an unlimited amount of things. For example, Snotflap has an unlimited cast of Misty Step. But for you, as players, with more rules than boring NPCs, you get as many casts as... so the rule is 10 minus the spell level amount of casts. Which is why for a 7th level spell, you get 3 casts. For a 5th level spell, you get 5. You know? A cantrip would be unlimited still.
A legendary scroll. They say there's a legendary scroll here, hidden within these woods, within the forest.
That's how Americans say forest.
Forest. There's a scroll here, hidden within the forest. A legendary scroll.
Okay. With the revote, you've decided to keep Power Word Pain. All right. Keeping Power Word Pain and heading into the forest, you I think oh yeah, we did a perception check, and what was it? It was a 19, that's right, and you have a +4, so it's a 23. I think there is a like cartoonish trail of Sister Floral's stuff that after a few steps into the forest and like looking around, Lyri picks up and sort of notices that there are these little discarded things. There's a cork, like a stopper for a vial that Lyri reaches down and picks up, shows to Sister Floral, who's like nodding. It's one of those moments where like there's no dialogue, but they're like on the trail, you know. They find some like herbs and pieces of discarded like sage type things, medicinal ingredients, and they use this trail to begin to track the idea of where this hag might have gone. That is why I now need a survival check for the actual tracking of the hag. A survival check from you in the chat. You do not have quad vantage on this, so it will be we'll take the second roll, please. Not that 13. Next one. A 16. And it was a +2? A +2 and 18. Yeah, you start maneuvering through these woods. This kind of, I think the forest becomes a little bit more dense after a little while. There's an eeriness to parts of this deep forest that settle in around the characters as they start moving through. After a while, Lyri starts looking for other ways to track this hag. Eventually, there are some sort of interesting twisted animal tracks. There are some wilted plants, and there are some scattered bones that Lyri is able to follow and identify as belonging to something like a hag or a witch, as opposed to just being some sort of debris that you might find in nature. Bye, Floral. Thank you for being a character against your will. There's an element to the area where Lyri sort of steps through that. There's a sensation. I just realized that the sound has probably been a bit too loud today, and I'm sorry for that if it has been louder than it should have been. There's a strange sensation, as if there's an arcane element, faint traces of magic that seem to be lingering in the area. All four of the characters kind of sense it as they step into the deepest and darkest part of the woods here. Snotflap sort of maybe,
hold it. What is that?
Lyri says, I'm not too sure. Maybe some sort of magic. Roll me an Arcana check, chat. You have -1 to your Arcana abilities here. We take the second roll. -1 to this. So not that 5 from Enakio.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. I've only gone and rolled a 5.
Screams Enakio at his monitor. Infuriated. A 5. The mods absolutely ruining the day today. A 5 from Shadow the Wreck God. Rolling a 4, you're not too sure what the magical element to the area is. You can roll me a perception check, though, to see if you can make up the difference. So let's have another roll. Keep rolling, guys. I keep a rolling, 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 rolling. Hands up, hands down. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Rolling, 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 rolling. Come on. Rolling, 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 rolling. What? A rolling, rolling, rolling. Now move in, now move out. Now y'all know I be loving this shit right here. L-I-M-P. Biscuit is right here. Rhymed right here with right here, you know. Rhymed right here with right here. People in the house, put their hands in the air, cause if you don't care, then we don't care. Keep rolling, guys. A 17. A 17. You notice, while you don't understand the magical source, you do notice faint, illusory lights that seem to serve as sort of magical wards for the hag. Little tiny specks, just sort of the tiniest little motes of light, dust that are floating lazily in the air. And stepping back, Leary says, "Oh look, I think perhaps this is some sort of a ward or a shield. We should be careful. Somehow we have to make it through this dust without touching them. How? Do you move through the magical dust that is floating lazily around without touching them? Wind, do a barrel roll. Can Snotflap hold us and teleport? Army crawl. Toss a rock away from us. See if it reacts. Moonwalk. Hold a cloth above our heads and move. Dig a tunnel underneath. Okay, those are your options, I guess. Away you go. The choice, as always, is yours. My favorite thing about D&D is how often I'm like, what do you, player character, with lots of skills and spells and shit that you can do, anything your mind can come up with, what would you like to do? And if there's an NPC nearby, they will go, we make you play the game, DM. Make the NPC save us. You're the DM, and you're playing the NPC, right? Yes. Right. So that means you know how to get past it. Which means the NPC does. So have the NPC win D&D first. Okay. Why are we even here? Why do we even want to play this? When he could just play it by himself. I'm getting out of here. Fuck this. Can Snotflap hold us and teleport? Everyone gathers. What do you think, chat? What do you think I'm going to say right now? How many weeks have we played this? Everyone gathers around Snotflap. He holds his arms out and says,
Everyone hold on to my arms. Not that tight.
Sister Floral, Lancelot and Lyrie each hold on to Snotflap's little arms.
Okay. Check this out. Here we go.
He appears on the other side. The other three don't move.
I made it!
You were supposed to bring us with you, Snotflap?
Oh shit, I can't do that. You should know that by now.
He sits down, starts chewing on a stick. Here's a button press.
Modulating phase.
Can Snotflap hold us and teleport? No. No, he can't. Do you want to try a different option? I'll let you add a couple more options if you've thought of anything since the last time. Drink the potion of hovering to float above it. Intimidate the lights. Cast power word pain on the circle. Alright. Blow really hard. Honestly, Bob, I'm sorry to have to tell you this after we've already begun the vote. Probably better than any of these options. Enjoy. Enjoy that second guessing that you've got to do now while you're picking which one to vote for. We don't have an item that we could use? Probably you do, yeah. Or you could moonwalk. D&D's so stupid. Oh, God. I know it's tough because you don't have like a character sheet in front of you and it's hard to remember all of the items and stuff you've got, but dude. Hilarious. Can we make a fan out of our sticks and cloak? Probably. It's not on the screen right now though, so why not try a moonwalk? It's hilarious and I love it. So funny. I'm never annoyed, by the way. I'm always having fun. I think sometimes people think that I'm like sitting here like, God damn it, you guys suck. Even when I'm GMing for like, you know, Table Story and stuff. I'm always having fun. No matter what my face, I have resting bitch face. Don't trust my face. No matter what it seems like I'm saying. No matter what sardonic bullshit I come out with. It's all hilarious to me. All of it. Toss a rock away from us and see if it reacts. Yeah, you throw a rock through the motes of light and dust. I think you sort of see them kind of swirl and move away lazily, and then they sort of slowly and lazily begin to float back into place. It doesn't seem to affect anything to throw a rock through there. Let's add blow really hard to this because that's hilarious. And see if you, there you go. Try again. I'm glad we're hilarious for you. Does anything happen to the rock? No, it just lands on the other side safely. The thing is, you've already done your Arcana check to try and figure out what the magic is here. And you don't know. So I'm not giving you any information as to, you know, what that does, but it doesn't affect the rock. Make fan out of cloak. Too late. Too late.
We'd need to inspect the rock to see if it's been hex-tagged. What choice do we have?
I'll huff, I'll blow you away. Say you will, say you won't. Say you'll do what I don't. Say you're true, say to me. Say la vie. Alright, give me an athletics check to blow really hard. You have a +3 to this. 1 minute, Lyri's like, we really must defeat the ancient overlord. And the next minute, Lyri's just blowing really hard on a magic spell. We'll take the second roll. You have a +2. Wow. A 9 to 21. The motes of magic are dispersed and pushed away in a vaguely 6 foot by 2 foot human shaped shape. But they begin to slowly return to where they were. There's maybe just enough time to leap through the hole made in the ward. But would you like to leap through the hole in the ward? Yes. No. Do you think this is enough to pass through this spell? The choice is yours. Where's my witch music? Honey, where's my super suit? Where's my witch music? Is this witch music? Why is this opening? What are you? Why are you opening? No, this. This is what I want. Witch music. Now, this is technically the witch music for the Water Witch and not the upcoming witch, but I don't have any other music prepared because I didn't know you were going to be facing off against another witch today. All right? Yes, as they say. Give me a dexterity, fuck it, saving throw. You have a +3. Take the second roll. You'll be pleased to know. Chicklet rolled a 1. The Green Halloween Witch. An 18 +3, a 21. The three of them jump through. Lyri, Lancelot, and Sister Floral jump through. The hole closes up. No alarms. No crazy attacks. You appear to have made it through to the other side. There's a moment where Lyri maybe looks around, hypervigilant, waiting for something to happen, before saying, okay, I think we're good. Let's try and... Well, actually, how do we want to do this? The options are how to approach witch, stealth, This is a sneaking mission. Full-blown rampage. Kill. Kill, kill. Those are your two options. How to approach which? Here's two pieces of music, both playing at the same time. Because you will be... I know that if I'm playing this music, you will be like, oh, that means it's sneaking. And if I play this one, you will go, oh, that means it's full-blown rampage. Because I know how you think, Twitch chat, and you aren't people. You're dogs. You're dogs that can't think for yourselves. Too late, damage done. I'm right though, aren't I? I'm right though, aren't I? I know I am. Sneaking. Well, let me see if I can pull up some sneaking music then. We gotta have some sneaking music, right? This is gonna crash my stream. Uh-oh. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't. Oh. Oh. It didn't crash my stream. I could not be happier. God damn it. This one? Yes. Okay. Now, annoyingly, I've destroyed myself. Because... where did it go? Okay. Is Lancelot in plate? Sneaking may fail. I mean, I don't understand why you constantly need to have everything explained to you over and over again in the same way. Lancelot is not equipped. Lancelot is not equipped. He is just there. The only character that matters is Lyri and sometimes the companion. The other two are just doing that thing when you're playing a video game and your other party members are following you around the map, you know? But they're not actually doing anything until a cutscene. But in a cutscene, they're there. For just whatever reason. But then when you're doing a thing, a mechanical thing in the game, they're not there. And you just have to suspend your disbelief in order to progress the video game. Plasma Shade, every time you played one of those games, wait a minute, I didn't have Quistis equipped. This is craziness. What's she doing in this cutscene? Couldn't handle it at all. Just couldn't handle it. Literally, his brain just would split every time. Was playing Suikoden. Wait a minute. I have 150 characters, but only 4 of them are in the fucking cutscene. Just bleeding from the eyes and ears and nose. Oh, honey. Plasma Shade is... his eyes are bleeding again. Oh, that happens, honey. He just can't... he has no suspension of disbelief whatsoever. And also, if you keep telling him stuff, he doesn't learn. So, he just cannot learn. For some reason, every time... even though I've said 50 times, and I constantly answer the questions. And he's obsessed with the mechanics, when honestly, we're just making this up as we go along, honey. He can't handle it at all. Wiping the blood off his nose. Alright, you're gonna sneak. Well, you will try. Let's have Lyri roll me a stealth check. And then we'll have Lancelot roll a stealth check with disadvantage because he's in plate armor. Haha. You think I forgot that? You think I forgot that he was in splint mail or something? +3 to your stealth check.
dragon plate armor. Actually,
16. Look at this. You're actually rolling well. And you know why? It's because Plasma was shitting on the bot earlier on. And the bot was like, no, I am random. Thank you. Check this out. Here's a bunch of good rolls. Sneaking forward. Crawling. Doing that thing that Snake does in Metal Gear Solid 4. You know what I'm talking about? All 4 of them. Dude. My wife really does say I care about mechanics too much. Yeah, I know exactly the type of player that you are. Think I haven't GM'd for you before? Orcish. Maya, mostly Orcish. Alright. Crawling forward. The party here find the Hag's Lair. A wooden hut. It's an interesting... It looks like it's in an area that was once maybe a small village a very long time ago. The ground here in places is actually sort of cobblestoned. It's grown over and, you know, completely destroyed and weathered by time. But there are areas that look like it would have once served as the base of like an ancient town or an ancient set of buildings. The forest has reclaimed it entirely, building up into a thick and extremely, especially in this concentrated area, the forest is built up in such a way that it completely hides the Hag's hut, this little wooden logwood what is it called, a log hut fucking thing that's been built up. It looks like a pretty just basic log cabin. It's not like a gnarled hollow in the roots of a giant tree. It's not like a strange twisted cottage. It looks pretty standard, with a chimney that is allowing for a sort of a grey-green smoke. Glancing towards the area, Lyri can make out that there is a cauldron bubbling at the center of this lovely family-sized bungalow. There are trinkets and varying kind of wards that are hanging from some of the trees, branches in the area. And other than that, it just feels like a home hidden away. Is there a cozy fire in there? Yes. Is she knitting? No. The hag is arranging some vials and bottles on the shelves inside. Eventually, the hag takes out the scroll of Remove Curse and places it on the side too. Sister Floral says, "There it is. That's my scroll. She can't even use it. Why would she steal it? And that's all my potions and salves. Oh. Okay. What do we do now?" Lyri says, "Well, we could try and sneak in and steal all of that stuff back. Or we could rush the building, threaten the hag. I suppose we could have a nice conversation with her, ask her if she would politely give them back. And then I suppose the other option is," and Snotflap says, "We're killing either!" The hag in the log cabin suddenly turns around and walks out of the front door, looking around suspiciously. She is quite a thin creature, maybe about 5'2", long arms with curled yellowed nails on the ends. greasy green black hair pulled back behind ears that are a little too big, green skin, large nose, wart on it, and large yellowed eyes looking around, bloodshot on the edges. The hag says, "Come on out, if'n you're out there. I'll done eat you. I'll done cook you up. You can't escape me. I control this whole part of the forest. So come on down and show yourself, 'cause I'm getting hungry." It's the voice that came out. It's the voice that came out when I started speaking. What does Lyri do? Now the options were sneak in, steal back, sneak in, and steal back the items. Intimidate, threaten, well, intimidate and threaten the hag to return the items. Persuade politely the hag to return the items. Bum rush the hag. Brutally murder. And return the items. Her name's Hag Howdy. It is now. I'm Hag Howdy. You should know my name if you from round these parts, and if you ain't, don't matter. Gonna make dinner out of you anyway. I done eat anything. Elk, children, pigs, rocks. I don't give a shit. You go in the cauldron, I'm gonna eat you. What would you like to do, chat? I see a hag-sized bag of XP. That's all I see. You're in my domain now. If I catch you outside my domain, I'm just gonna rob you, burglarize you. But if you in my domain, I'm gonna eat you. Lancelot glancing at Lyri. Lyri glancing at Sister Floral. Sister Floral glancing to where Snotflap was. Snotflap vanishes. Republican hag, baby. Alright, can anyone split this? Intimidate, bum rush. Can anyone split the vote? Bum rush. Lyri says, you know what? I don't think we have a choice anyway, because I'm guessing that Snotflap is, and yes, Snotflap appears above the hag.
Oh shit. I ain't getting eaten. I'm the one done doing the eating.
He appears, daggers in hand, doing that thing, you know the Drax move? Where Drax just is jumping in. He's above her, flying down. Lyri grabbing the bow and arrow off of her back, pulls the I'm guessing you're going to want to start a range here. Has a bow and arrow, has the curse, but it currently will start with a bow and arrow. Pulls a, knocks an arrow, looks to Lancelot and says, keep an eye on her. Lancelot standing in front of, I was going to say Professor Floral. Professor Floral. Sister Floral. Where is it? I think I very quickly made. Yes, underwater temple fight. Now, this is why it was just a normal looking building. Because the artwork is a normal looking building. That's why. And the only reason why. Snotflap is here. Leery is here. It's time. Roll me some initiative. You have chosen, by democratic vote, to bum rush, murder, kill them all, the hag. Let's go. Time to fight. The green hag, the Republican hag. Going on a 6. Snotflap. Is going on a 24. And you guys have a +3 to your initiative. What did you get? A 13? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ. What have I done? So that is a 16. All right. Snotflap, already flying into combat here, is going to use his Warp Strike dagger here against the hag. Now, the hag's AC rolls a 16. The hag does not have an AC. Okay. So it would be 14. So 16 hits, pulling out this blade and flying, launching it at this hag. The hag is stuck by this thing. Oh shit! What the hell is that? Ah! The Snotflap flying down towards this thing. Deals damage. 10 piercing damage. If he can teleport to the dagger, which he does.
Behind ya, bitch. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you up.
I'm gonna eat you, you little shit. And he retrieves the dagger. The green hag must make a dex saving throw. It's been a while since we've used Snotflap, but this is what they need to do here. A natural 21, or they become disorientated. Disoriented is how Americans say it, and disorientated is how English say it, but I've never said disorientated in my life. They are not disorientated. Then he can fucking vanish again, can't he? Misty steps away. Up onto the roof. He's up there. Nightcrawler looking down. There's like a flash of lightning behind him. His teeth, wide grin, red eyes, you know, like cartoonishly. Ah! Licking his lips. It is now Lyri's turn. What does Lyri do? So, you do currently have the curse. If you could roll a 19 or a 20, you will miss. But let's see. So you can attack ranged. You are currently, let's see how far away you are. 50 feet away. 45 feet in order to get close. You can use Scroll, which is currently Power Word Pain. You can use your Potion of Temporary HP. You could use a Silver Arrow. Yeah, we can do that if you choose to fire your longbow. And you can move closer. Didn't get move on there. Move closer. The choice is yours.
What would you like to do in this moment? It is your turn. My little German friends, my little Deutsch friends, what would you like to do in this turn? I lost it halfway through. Powered pain. Just immediately gonna just fucking. Okay. Power word pain. You speak a word of power that causes waves of intense pain to assail one creature. If the target has 100 hit points or fewer, which it does, it is subject to crippling pain. So that's just immediately. No save. Yep. Target summon makes a constitution saving at the end of its turns. So immediately, with no save, the creature becomes affected by crippling pain. Any speed can be no higher than 10 feet. They have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. If the target tries to cast a spell, it must first succeed on a constitution saving throw, or the spell fails. Okay, well, the first thing is we see Lyri again, very anime style, whip the scroll out as it unfurls. They begin incanting the words along this thing. The words on this scroll light up with red, sort of furious orange red flame as the words are spoken. At the end of it, there has to be a power word. What is it? What is the power word for pain? Suggestions in the chat. Banana. Gratification. Lid. Karen. Arthritis. Diarrhea. I also don't know how to spell it, Justin. Cereal. Republican. I think that would make this hag stronger. Biden. The words running along this, or the runes and sigils, granting sort of an arcane element of magic to Lyri's mouth. The flame licking at the edges of Lyri's mouth as they finish the incantation, turning to the hag and then uttering the power word. And that power word will be Biden. No! Racked by pain. The hag starts to twist and shift in on itself. The American flag that's inside the log cabin falls down, floating to the ground. It's a Confederate flag, right? Probably. I don't know. I can do jokes for Americans. Oh, the pain! Oh, the pain! I'm in so much pain. Oh, this is incredible. My body's racked with pain. How dare you? How dare you come into my domain and speak that word? How dare you? Okay. Lyri, would you like to do an action surge? Burn an action surge. +1 action is what that does. Gives you another turn immediately. Yes, no, start. Oh, I'm racked with pain. Oh, the pain. I can't believe how much pain I've got in my body right now. I can't believe it. Please stop. Have you ever seen that clip, that fucking meme of that? I don't know what it is. It's the creature that gets hit by some sunlight and it's like, oh no, please. Yes, they scream. Okay, what do you do with the action surge? Fire silver arrow? Yes? No. Oh, the light. Yeah. I think it's Australian as well, right? What have you done, Deciduous? What have you done? What have you done? You son of a bitch. In the gifts channel. Speaking of the channels, by the way, Catsy drew some really cool stuff from the previous session, last week's session. You want to see it? Look. It was very cool. All of the things. Look, the Tanglefoot Tavern, the itch resist thing that you got, the little rats that were in the Leaky Quest keg thing, Ivory. It's very cool. You can see it in the Discord channel. We have a fan art Discord channel that was exclusively made for Shadow the Wreck God, who every week sends me 250 AI generated images of fan art because for some reason he has no outlet for these things, and by for some reason I mean isn't on Discord. But very cool, Catsy. I don't know if you're in here or if you watched it or what, but it was cool to see. Okay, you are going to fire an arrow, whipping out of the stocking of holding one of your 20 silver-tipped arrows, loading it into the large elven longbow that you have, or knocking it, and then aiming at the hag. It is your turn to roll. +8 to this roll. And remember, currently, if you get a 19 or a 20, it's an automatic miss. Based on the curse that you currently have. Not that free. We'll take the second roll. We have a +8 to this. Is it just if we roll it, or if the modifier makes it a 19, 20? No, just if your dice roll is a 19 or a 20. A 14 +8 is 22. Is that right? So let's see what sort of damage you do. I mean, it's definitely a hit. The damage coming in, a 5, a natural 1 on the damage from me there. That's a D12. The silver-tipped arrow, dealing only 5 damage to the hag. Racked with pain, an arrow. Pung. Oh, more pain. Ah, more goddamn pain. Ah. Okay. That's the end of Lyri's turn then. It is Green Hag. Also, Lyri used action surge. That's done. You don't get to move because I don't want you to. I don't want you to. You suck. You can type in the chat, move or don't move. As Snotflap attempts another warp strike on a 14. What did I say the AC was? The AC is 14. That hits. Launching this thing for another 8 piercing damage. Oh, more pain! He will, of course, warp to the thing, collect it, a misty step back out, disadvantage on this dexterity saving throw due to the pain. Ooh, a 21. With disadvantage as well. That was Snotflap. Shit. The hag. An 8. Oh, the pain and the disorientation. Oh, I'm so disoriented. Has disadvantage on their next attack roll, which they already had. Wait, did the hag go? It was the hag's turn, wasn't it? Alright, hag's turn. First of all, the hag makes a con saving throw to try and cast a spell. With disadvantage. A 6. Oh, it's so painful I can't even cast a spell. And then another con save to try and break free. A 5. I can't even break free of the spell. Oh, the pain. Oh, it's so much pain. Then Snotflap has a go. Then Leary has a go. Silver tipped arrow. Fire silver arrow. Yes or no? I guess we'll do this. And then if you say no, we'll do all the other options. Yes. Roll me a d20, chat. You got a +8 to the roll. A +8 to the roll. Take the second roll. Keep rolling. We take the second one. We flush out all those old dirty rolls. We want nothing but fresh rolls. A 7 +8. 15. You can do it. That hits. The arrow launches forward. Oh, more pain. Are you kidding me? God damn it. Holy shit. What is that? Is that silver? Oh, the pain. 16. Destroying the hag. The arrow hits the hag. The hag explodes. There is a huge kind of it's almost like fireworks going off as all of these colors explode. The hag disappears. And you hear a voice from inside the cabin say, all right, you got me. I'm gonna come out with my hands up. All right? God damn, I did not expect you guys to be so goddamn strong. What the hell are they feeding you city folk anyway? Processed meats? You don't want to be eating that. Government putting pigeons in there. And pigeons are made of metal. The illusion of the green hag that had been cast is dispelled. And stepping out from inside is a fat, incredibly overweight, globulous man wearing a Confederate flag hoodie and just the tiniest shorts. It's disgusting. Varicose veins down his legs. And then socks and sandals. And a red cap. Stepping out with his hands up. He says, what in the hell are you even doing here? What in the hell's is you doing here? Floral, Sister Floral says, top of the morning to you. I need an Irish accent. It was Irish, right? It was about to do a completely different accent. You stole all my stuff and I want it back. I want all my herbs and salves and potions and my scroll of remove curse. Remove curse. Remove curse. I've been drinking. I'm Irish. He says, I ain't done steal a damn thing from you, girl. I ain't never done stolen my life. I'm a good tax-paying citizen of this here kingdom. I ain't never done we've already busted you now, Buster. We've already busted you now, Buster. So give the stuff back, or my friend here's gonna put an arrow in you, and the little one's gonna eat you. Snotflap on the roof.
Can I eat him? Larry, can I eat him, please?
All right. God damn, okay. I'll give your stuff back. Kill man is your option. You can kill him if you'd like. Snotflap says,
Come on, let me eat him. Kill him. Put an arrow through his eye and let me eat the remains. He's big, he's fat, he's juicy.
Sister Floral says, I don't know if we need to kill him. He's surrendered. Lancelot says, he has surrendered, to be fair. We can just take the things and head out. Lyri turns to the screen and eyes glaze over as the poll takes place, as you decide what to do. We did all the wheel spins, right? Did I miss one, Shadow? I didn't miss a wheel spin, did I? Thank you for the subs today, chat. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Would you like to kill man? We're good? N, you are the worst. No. Lyri says, stand down, Snotflap. He says he's going to give the things back. Everything. Everything that you took. Alright, goddammit. I dropped some of it in the woods. We found that. Good, because I ain't going out there to get it. I'm exhausted. You know how hard it is to do that little illusion there? It's hard to do. It's the only scroll I got. He heads inside, gathering up all of the varying things. Heading back outside, he sort of just like places them on the ground in front of Sister Flora, who says, "Thank you very much." Press him for more? More stuff? You've decided that you would like one more wheel spin, courtesy of Shadow the Red God and Gabriel Taller, who are... At this point, I should just run a game of D&D for the mods. And just make them pay 10 subs each every week. Can we watch? I don't know if you deserve to be able to watch, to be honest. I don't know if you deserve it. No, I'm not going to do that. So don't worry. Yes, press him for more. Lyri says, while like he's down on the ground placing the things down there, Lyri says, perhaps you could compensate not just the sister here, but us for having to waste our time to deal with you. Oh, come on now, what do you want from me? I ain't got nothing, not a coin to my name. From inside.
Oh, Larry, he's got loads of shit in here. I'm gonna grab a few things, yeah?
Yes, I think that would be best, Snotflap.
Okay, I'll take one of those. I'll have that. That looks shiny. I'll take this too.
Snotflap returns with varying things, which will be determined after the wheel spin, just in case it's an item. If that makes sense. Something good. All right, what do you want? What do you want? Something good. Nothing broken. You can't just be like, deck of many things. I want a wish scroll with 50,000 casts. What do you want? Something good. Stronger bow. There's a very good item among the finds. Yes, but what is it? Be specific. I don't want to make it up. The man becomes reformed and never steals or lies again. A bucket that never runs out of water is pretty good. A ham and cheese sandwich is a stunning thing. Floral joins our party. Extra scroll of remove curse. I don't know how that works because you know. Or the magical lamp. Hat. Okay, what would you like? A stronger bow. The man to become reformed and never steal or lie again. A bucket that never runs out of water. A ham and cheese sandwich. Floral joins our party. An extra scroll of remove curse. The magical lamp. Or a hat. The choice is yours. Don't worry about the monkey's paw. That's never come back and bit you in the ass. What's the most Republican name? Dale. This man is called Dale. Dale the Hag. And it's Dale the Hag. You know? You've chosen the magical lamp. Interesting choice. An interesting choice. You went with the one that I put on there. Okay. Snotflap reappears outside.
Look, I got all this stuff. Check it out.
He pushes forward a beer. What's the most Republican beer, chat? Bud Light? Miller? Where's Plumrug when I need him? Foster's? You're just all saying different beers. Why do you guys suck so bad? It's Foster's now. An Aussie beer. 1 times tin of Foster's. An ale that provides +2 strength for 1 hour. I was tempted to add a when it's over you get -2 int. And also you have magical loot. Well, this is just normal magical loot. You have the magical lamp. Snotflap also brings out a bunch of random little beads and buttons and places them in front of Sister Floral and says,
Here you go. These look useful, right?
Sister Floral looks at them. You get the sense that they're absolutely of no use to her whatsoever as a cleric and as a healer. But she says, oh, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. Snotflap. These are great. I'll find a use for them, I'm sure. Dale, the hag, says, oh, come on now. Where am I going to get more of these things? He turns around and says, oh, come on. The lamp. Oh, the one I got that's an imported That's an imported beer. Come on, I got that from overseas. God damn. You're robbing me blind. Leary says, well, don't do it again. Have a wonderful day. And the party leave Dale's log cabin. Quest complete. Quest complete. However, I think probably there is a moment where, as we see the party walking away from Dale's cabin, you see his little hand do the Arthur meme. I'm gonna get you back. Ain't nobody entered Dale's domain and get away with it. I'm gonna get you back right after I watch this episode of Jeopardy. Oh, I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna eat you. And then it says, like, many hours later, several hours later. Jesus Christ, what is happening? Many hours later. Many hours later. What is happening? My computer is crashing so badly. Many hours later, back at the Crossroads Tavern, we see the four characters enjoying an ale. It's like a still frame, you know, of them like all clinking and drinking, and like Snotflap is having a go at the axe throwing, and Sister Floral is like drawing a picture. She's good at drawing. And Lancelot is like holding two halflings on each of his shoulders and like doing a silly smile. And then like Leary is just sort of like leaning back, boots up on the table. I guess the last question is, you know, to end the session, does Leary attempt to sleep with Sister Floral? Because I know that do you attempt this? I know that it's just annoying, but I have to ask at this point, because it's D&D, and I know it's just a formality at this point as a GM that I have to ask whether you attempt to sleep with Sister Floral or not. You don't have to attempt it, but The Witcher, yeah. We didn't suggest that you did. I know. I've run enough D&D campaigns, okay? What about Floral's Vows? You don't know anything about what a cleric of the Morning Lord in this setting takes vows about. Do you know how I know you don't know that? Because I don't know that. And I made it up. No. I think that's where we close the session then, isn't it? We see them drinking well into the night, having a great time. Credits. Roll them credits, baby. Credits. New year, same Leary, baby. New year, same Leary. Oh yeah, we also see a still frame of a drunken Sister Floral speaking the words on Remove Curse. Behind her, a man with donkey ears his ears suddenly return to normal. And she looks confused. And she tries again and removes the curse on Lyri. It's this one. The curse of the wayward weapons is removed. And also, we got a spin wheel from Bubu. I didn't see Bubu. I don't know what I was doing at this point, but I didn't see it at all. Bubu has earned you a magical item. Roll me a d20, chat. What do you get? What did you get? We'll take the second roll. No, we'll take that 18. N says 18. N says 18, which is... Oh, wait, no. Wrong table. You almost got a whistle. But that was my shitty items table. You get... the Quiver of Elona. A magical quiver that holds an unlimited number of arrows, bolts, or javelins. Which I think we can say is a passively equipped thing. You know what happens? This isn't even Spellwind. I think Floral, the next day, let's remove a gold coin for staying another night. The next morning, Lyri wakes up and there's a knock at the door. And Lyri, bleary-eyed, slightly hungover, walks to the door, opens it up, and Floral is standing there with a bigger pack on their back. Big backpack, you know, cartoonishly large anime backpack. And she says, I just wanted to say thank you for helping me. And here's a little something extra. I think you'll probably get more use out of it than I will. It's called the Quiver of Elona. Elona was a goddess of arrows or something. I don't know. I'm like all about the sun. Anyway, perhaps I'll see you again down the road. Lyri says thank you. And you now have unlimited arrows, bolts, or javelins as we see Sister Floral head out. And maybe they'll return again one day. Maybe there's a part 2 to this story where Dale, the Hag, and Sister Floral have another run-in. And maybe there's not, because by 6 p.m. tonight I will have forgotten everything that happened in this session. Find out next time on the next stunning adventure of Lyri and friends. D&D Sundays. Every Sunday we play this.
Hold the line.
Every Sunday we play this. See you next week at the normal time, probably, maybe, of 2 p.m. UK time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern. Thank you for watching. Thank you anybody that gifted subs. I very much appreciate it. This is the episode, this is the stream that keeps me living in a house and paying rent. So thank you very much
for the gift subs and the resubs today. We'll carry on next time. We'll see what you do next, as I guess we're still in this tavern. And I have a feeling we're never leaving. Oh god, I think we're never leaving. Tomorrow we're going to play Minecraft. We're going to do Minecraft on Monday and Tuesday, because I don't know what else to do, and I just don't want to play Stardew Valley, if I'm honest. And then Wednesday we're doing GTA 5 with a Chaos mod. I don't know how to set it up yet, but I should hopefully have it done by then. Thursday we're going to continue with Infinity Nikki, and Friday we're going to do some more RimWorld. If you like D&D or TTRPGs, you can follow Table Story, which is a D&D TTRPG roleplay improv based channel that I co-run with my very good friends Wax Steven and Pumpkinberry. And there's a show on tonight called Deathless, which is a little sprinkle of VTM and a little sprinkle of whatever the fuck PB wants to do today. So tune in to that if you'd like to watch that tonight on Table Story. Thanks again everyone for watching. I hope you had fun. And of course, since this is our first stream back of the year, first stream of the year, I just wanted to let you guys know one thing. And it's very important and it comes from the heart. I just wanted to let you know that